Hey, make sure y'all tap into that new LAX Gotham podcast starring LA's own Gangland Neem, one of the best up-and-comers in Los Angeles on the streaming platform, and New York City's own, the real New York mayor, Showface News. It's epic. It's crazy. Make sure you tap in every Sunday. Every single Sunday, you'll see Gangland Neem live. But the one and only Showface News going crazy. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. It's the mayor. Stop playing. Please be advised, the following content is rated F for fiction, which means it's not real. This is all entertainment. It never happened. This is all satire. It's all make-believe out of the mayor's head. Enjoy. It's the mayor. Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. And you're not rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Check it out, y'all. So of course, we all seen that video of the game crashing out after responding to why he didn't attend the Ken Friends pop-out show out there at the Forum in Inglewood. Alright, and we seen JC Taylor, aka the game, really go nuts, really talk a lot of irrelevant things to get some type of validation from the internet. Alright, talks about how he went toe to toe with all these big gangsters like Big U and Wacko, also making mention of how TDE allegedly tried to let him be owner of half of TDE, which I don't believe, and I'm sure a lot of y'all don't believe whatsoever. Now, as a result of him making these claims, one of, Kendrick'S Piru homies, or homies out there in Compton, had this to say about the game, because the game kind of went off the deep end, right? Kendrick'S homie said this, and this is Rosecrans.money Elway on Instagram, who says, at Los Angeles Confidential, which is the game, he says, had to choose his words carefully when putting out this statement about not being invited to the show. He not gonna disrespect none of our homies though. Ends no better. We have that boy on TMZ looking like Martin after he fought Thomas Hearns. Oh champ, you don't want to like Martin after the Tommy Hearns uppercut that put Martin in the wall, champ. Alright, let's just be honest, gang. You don't want to be a JC style pizza. The last thing you want is for any Compton goons to hand toss you like dominoes, you dig? You don't want that action, champ. I don't think you did. Okay, but you did crash out. You did go off the deep end. You did throw a monkey wrench, champ. You was wildin'. I'm not gonna lie. And look, watching that video, all I smell and hear is delusion, champ. Pure delusion. The game is delusional, champ. He has a history of delusion. We've seen what he did with the Drink Champs podcast, where he tried to imitate what Kanye did on Drink Champs. It's just weird, man. The guy's a strange character. He lies a lot. He even went as far as to say he was an A-list celebrity. Like, come on, bro. An A-list celebrity. If we're being completely honest, the game has lost a lot of value over the years. I mean, he hasn't been putting out music like that. The last time he dropped the album, I believe, was either last year or the year before, where he actually had a Black Eminem diss track, okay, which nobody actually cared about. Notice that a lot of times when the game comes back, it's usually a diss record that nobody cares about. I mean, he even went as far as to diss Rick Ross after the Kendrick and Drake beef, trying to catch that momentum, and nobody actually cared, alright? It was hot for like 2 minutes, but nobody really gave a damn. Let's just be honest, alright? Plus, Drake and Kendrick's beef kind of still held the distance because it's still a relevant topic right now, of course, alright? Now, it's crazy how, the game is so delusional, bro. Like, insane. Like, he knows he chose a side. And that's another thing I wanted to mention. He says he never chose a side and how he never went against LA or Compton and etc. But bro, you literally made an Instagram post where you said you're rocking with Drake. Okay, you literally did this. So how in the world can you say, hey champ, I never chose a side? You did. You rock with Drake. You don't rock with Kendrick. You're still holding a lot of anguish, a lot of anger towards Kendrick based on the fact that he was chosen to perform at the Super Bowl before you. Let's just be honest, champ. And if we're gonna be real, only people who perform at the Super Bowl, people who perform there, is people who have songs that are well known, like worldly renowned, known songs that the whole world knows, okay? And to be fair, the whole world doesn't know one game song outside of Hated to Love It with 50. Let's just be real. Okay, like come on, gang. You thought you was gonna perform at the Super Bowl for what? All right, let's not forget the types of situations that you got into. All right, you went against G Unit, and you know G Unit is very much close with Dr. Dre, 50 Cent to be very clear. 50 Cent's close with Dre. You turned on Fifth, and you had Jimmy Henchman getting your ear. Led to a lot of G Unit members getting clipped in the process. Not gonna lie, it became a nasty beef. And you think Dre wants to be a part of that? You think Dre is gonna have the game around 50? 50 holds way more value than you do. It's not gonna work, alright? You couldn't ever perform at a Super Bowl because you do not have Super Bowl songs. Let's just be honest, okay? You can't say that you're this West Coast legend, which, well, I'm not gonna take that away from the game as in, now, you know, being a West Coast legend. He is a West Coast legend, so let me not say he's not. But to what degree though? Because there's definitely different tiers of legendary status, alright? Like you could just be a legend and you can just really be a big, huge legend where everybody just knows who you are. And unfortunately right now, a lot of people don't know much about Chuck Taylor. To be exact, what we do know is you did try to diss Rick Ross recently. What we do know is you sided with Drake because you made that public, okay? And you're one of the very few people that are still rocking with Drake at this very moment. Someone who is definitely canceled, okay? Listen, you took it to another level and you was saying some real insane things that really didn't add up to what question was asked. And the question was, why didn't you attend? Alright, the Ken and Friends pop-out show. Now, of course, one of your top ops, Rick Ross, is there. Rick Ross is in the building, very secure, very comfortable, but you're not. Seems crazy, considering he's all the way from Miami, Florida, which is all the way across the country from Los Angeles. Let's just be clear, okay? You really are crazy, and this is why you end up in bad situations. You can't act like people is hating on you. He said people are hating on you. Y'all said I fell off. Y'all said this. Y'all said that. It was a crash out session. Simply that, alright? And that results in one of Kendrick's Bompton homies going off on you, saying, yeah, you better make it clear. You better stray away from certain subjects before you end up like Martin after Tommy Hearns gave him the meanest uppercut, which landed him outside the ring and into the wall like Georgia the Jungle. Alright? If you know, you know. Stop playing. Look, crazy, man. Insane. It got wild. Look, the mayor says this. JC on Taylor, you are delusional. I've been saying it. You seek attention in different ways. You're a narcissist. When Nipsey died, you try to take away the attention of Nipsey. You got a prolific tattoo. You bought a blue car. Nobody cares. This is not about you. That's not about you. Nipsey passed. It's about Nip. It has to be about game. It always has to be about game. Shoot, I would even go as far as to say, hey, maybe you didn't attend because you wanted attention for not going. That's how far I'm willing to take it with you, Chin, because I know you're almost a clout extremist. Well, you're not good at getting clout. Let's just be very clear. You're a clout demon, meaning you try very hard to get clout at any cause, but it just doesn't work in your favor. Like, anytime you've tried to seek any clout, it just wasn't working, alright? Your clout never works. You'll be hot for a good 15 seconds. But after that 15 seconds is up, you're no longer a factor, if we're gonna be honest. And that's not a disrespect, that's just the truth. Alright, I had some bozos glazing game, alright, on my previous video that I did. It was actually a live stream, but it's saying you wouldn't say this to Game's face. You would never do that. Like, listen, I understand you're a glazer and all that, but champ, please don't tell another man what another man would do. Don't tell me another man's actions that you never met and don't know. You don't know what he would do. Alright, you don't know me or what I would do, champ. You know, so I do suggest stop glazing other men. You're a grown man. Have your own opinion, but don't make opinions for others, okay? That's just strange, right? You should never put another man on a pedestal like that, because that's strange work. That becomes worship, alright? That's a form of idol worship. You shouldn't do that, alright? And that's pretty much what glazing is. You're idol worshiping. You're worshiping a celeb. You're worshiping another figure. That's glazing. What are you doing? Aren't you your own man? I'm just saying, gang. But yeah, like, game, you're crazy, bro. I would leave this subject alone. I'm sure JC should or might leave this subject alone. It all depends on what Whack 100 says, because let's remember who his manager is. One of the biggest compulsive liars ever on the internet, as well as the craziest narrative painter we've ever seen, probably. So, not too far from the tree. If we're being real, you dig? So, wouldn't be surprised if Wack told him to make this play himself. But him and Wack are pretty much almost the same age, if we're being very much clear. So, like I said, Kendrick's peoples ain't feeling that, and the game, who knows what he's gonna do next, what his plans are. We don't know. I mean, yesterday he bragged about paying for his kids' tuition to go to school. Oh my goodness, such an accomplishment, such an achievement. Look, you know, one thing I notice about people who really are not doing well is they always say, I'm a parent, I'm on my father-ish, I'm a parent, I'm on my father-ish. Nobody cares. You're not the only father in the world. Whoop-de-doo, you're special. I'm a father. Okay. Congratulations, champ. You're a dad. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, make sure you hit the like button, share the video. Let the man know how you feel about this madness in the comment section. Alright? But again, it's the mayor, the one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to Showface News now. If you're having a hard time on social media, you can't get the numbers you want, your traction is terrible, but you need to get that boost to get to where you want to be and go viral, you came to the right place, gang. You gotta holler at Drea the Virgo on Instagram, because she's helping endless YouTubers get to where they want to be, get to the mountaintop right now. I'm talking about more views, more traction, more likes, more comments, cross-platforming, you name it. I mean, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, more followers, more subscribers, more money. Alright, listen, you gotta go and follow Drea the Virgo right now. Hit her in the DMs, because guess what? She's loaded, alright? She's helping everybody. I mean, everybody, champ. She's even helping the mayor. Yes, the mayor's getting help from Drea the Virgo. You need to holler at her right now so you can get your numbers up, right, and get to this money, get to this bag, quit your job, stop working a 9 to 5 and be a successful entrepreneur. Holler at Drea the Virgo right now.